Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something that's, well, supposed to be changing how we shop online.
Right, that whole world of AI-powered shopping.
Exactly. Specifically, Amazon's AI assistant, Rufus, it just hit the 1 year mark.
A year already. Wow.
Yeah, so the big question is, okay, let's unpack this. Has Rufus actually lived up to all that initial massive hype?
Or is the real future of AI shopping still kind of loading?
Still in beta, maybe?
Uh-huh. Could be. Look, Amazon launched Rufus with seriously ambitious goals. It wasn't just another feature.
No, it sounded huge.
It was meant to be your go-to digital shopping buddy. Really revolutionize how you find stuff.
Using fancy algorithms and all that.
Exactly. Leveraging advanced algorithms for super personalized recommendations
Yeah.
based on browsing, past buys, even what you're searching for right then.
So a truly smart AI assistant.
That was the vision, making shopping, from discovery all the way to checkout just much, much smoother, more intuitive.
Sounds amazing on paper, almost sci-fi like you said. But what's the reality been like this past year?
Well, that's where it gets interesting.
From what we've seen, I mean, the sources suggest it's a bit of a mixed bag. It seems okay at answering direct questions about specific products.
Some basic functionalities there.
But users have definitely flagged issues like ask about Prime Day deals.
Yeah, what happens?
Instead of actual clickable deals, you might just get sent to the main Prime sign-up page.
Oh, that's not helpful if you're deal hunting.
Not at all. And often the recommendations themselves, they don't even have clickable links.
Seriously, so you have to manually search.
Yeah, copy item numbers or names. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of an assistant, right?
Completely. That friction is exactly what it's supposed to remove.
And here's something else users noticed, a crucial point, really. Rufus seems to, favor Amazon's own brands.
Ah, the bias question. Always comes up with platform AI.
It really does.
Hmm.
Is it helping you, the user, find the best thing? Or is it nudging you towards what Amazon wants to sell?
That's a fundamental tension, isn't it? Ethics versus commerce as AI gets deeper into our lives.
Definitely. And it's not just shoppers feeling a bit let down.
No, sellers too.
Yeah, sellers have apparently voiced quite a bit of disappointment.
Which is interesting because you'd think they'd be prime beneficiaries.
You would. They were hoping for this powerful tool to help optimize listings, get more visibility, boost sales.
Makes sense.
So what did they get?
Mostly, it seems very generic advice, like really basic stuff.
Such as?
Use relevant keywords or add high-quality images.
Okay. Stuff they probably already know. Nothing tailored.
Very little, according to the reports. Not specific to their products or their market niche. It feels like a big missed opportunity for a smart assistant.
Yeah, that lacks the intelligence part of AI.
Exactly. But despite all these, let's call them teething problems, Amazon seems incredibly bullish on Rufus. Their internal forecast is pretty wild.
Oh, how wild.
They think Rufus could add something like $700 million in operating profit this year.
700 million. Wow. But how if users and sellers are frustrated?
Well, get this, it's not direct revenue. They call it downstream impact.
Downstream impact.
Yeah.
Meaning what exactly?
Basically how Rufus indirectly shapes behavior. Maybe it keeps you browsing longer or subtly steers you towards buying something you wouldn't have otherwise.
Ah, so it's less about direct assistance and more about subtle influence, a long-term play.
Precisely. It shows Amazon sees AI less as a direct sales tool right now and more as a way to gently guide user behavior over time. Other companies are definitely watching this.
And that connects to the bigger picture, right? Amazon isn't backing down.
Not at all.
Despite the rocky start, they're committed. They're planning to improve it significantly.
Like expanding its reach.
Yeah, expanding to 13 new countries, for one. Pushing for wider use and integrating more advanced features.
Such as.
Well, think about ad placements popping up within Rufus's advice.
So sponsored suggestions mixed in.
Could be. And maybe auto-launch options letting it make pre-approved purchases for you.
Whoa, okay. That's taken it up a level.
It really shows that for these big tech players, AI isn't about getting it perfect instantly. It's about iteration, evolution, learning and adapting.
So let's bring it back. What does this all mean for you, our listener? Clearly, Rufus isn't perfect. Not yet.
No, those user frustrations are real. The generic seller advice. Cool. It's not quite there.
Even with that big $700 million downstream number Amazon's hoping for.
But Amazon's commitment, the expansion, the new features planned, It shows they believe in this path. It's a long game.
Which leads us to, I think, a really fascinating final thought for you to chew on.
Hmm.
As AI, like Rufus, gets more and more woven into how we shop, how much of our actual decision-making are we, eventually going to hand over?
That's the multi-billion-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. What does it mean for how we discover things, how we choose, and ultimately how we buy in the future? Something to think about.